When there's a trap down the road, tell me there's a trap down the road. I don't need to hear about what's going on, who won the game, fake news stories. I don't want to hear everything's going to be all right and there's a better day to come. I need to know there's a trap down the road so that I won't fall in it and I will avoid it. I've always liked warnings. Warn me, tell me. If I'm crossing the street and a car is coming all of a sudden that I don't see, let me know. If I'm crossing the train tracks and the train coming and I don't see it, let me know. If somebody's shooting and I don't know that they got a gun, let me know so I can duck and run for cover. In the days of Moses and the days of Jesus, they looked ahead in time to see who would be a seer, who would help deliver the people, who would help rescue the people, who would know what they were up to. Early on in my life, I had to fight. I was taken away from my birth mother. I was given a loving family. I was lied to about her giving me up, and I met her later on in my life when I was 19 years old. And she's a very wise woman, very deep woman, and I found out the true story that she did not give me up. I was taken away from her along with my 10 siblings, my 10 brothers and sisters. I mean, like it's 8 girls, 3 boys, and we were all taken away. And I met them later on in life, and I thank God for allowing me to meet them. I prayed many years that I would meet her and meet my brothers and sisters. Um, in school, I had to fight a lot. From preschool all the way up to high school, I was falsely accused. They used to follow me home to groups of girls trying to attack me. I didn't understand what was going on. All I knew was that I didn't want to go to school. There was times I didn't want to live. I used to couldn't wait till the summertime or holidays so I didn't have to go. I used to skip school, and of course there were some classes that I liked in school, but I used to dread going to school. And then when I started to going to work on different jobs, I was lied on. Uh, they would rise up against me. Everybody would have their paycheck but me. That happened on several jobs. Everybody got paid but me. I didn't understand what was going on. Again, I took it out on myself. I was on a path of self-destruction, and but I bear witness to the spiritual realm. And I'm not showing these things to show off and say, oh, I can see something, because a lot of people have the gift of discernment. A lot of people are seers. We all have 9 gifts of the spirit. So I'm not doing this to brag and boast and try to show that I can see something that somebody else can't. God allowed this to happen to me to bear witness. I already believe he allowed this to happen to me to show that there's a change in the world. There's fame and there's droughts. Like where I am now, there's a drought. There's storms. There's bad earthquakes. These are all signs of the times, the signs of tribulation. 3 years ago, I was taking a selfie to put on my page. I do music and I'm also on social media. And I took a selfie to put on my page, and when I looked at the picture, it scared me. And death was on the picture. And after that, I prayed, and I couldn't sleep, and I was ready to move right at that moment, but I had to work out where I was going to go from there. I was terrified. But I remember before that, many years before that, I would find white feathers in my bed, and when I would go to school and I would have to fight, these white feathers would be in my bed, and they came from an angel, and I would put them in my Bible, and they would disappear, and I would show my grandma, and she knew that they were divine. Another picture that I saw. This happened in May of 2018. I was taking a picture of the sunset, and I saw the Lord. At first, I didn't see it on the picture because it was far away. I had to zoom in on it. But I saw something that was different from the rest of the picture because it should have just been the trees and the sunlight. And I see his robe and his belt and his shoes. And all of this, is showing that a change is coming in the world, that things are getting worse. Artificial intelligence, the new world order, robots taking over, a lot of bad storms, a lot of famine in the land. These are praying times. These are times that we need to prepare. We need to store water. We need to store food. We need to have survival supplies. I've had dreams of the 3 days of darkness. I've had dreams of the sky being red. I'm not here to brag or boast. I'm hoping to stir up the gifts in others. I'm hoping to be a blessing to others. So my life has been rough all my life, but if one person is inspired, I am pleased. You know, if it causes someone to want to change their life, I am pleased. If I have to sacrifice my life and put my life on the line for the sake of others, that's what I'm willing to do, because my life is not my own. It never was. I was taking a picture of a glass in the sunlight, a glass of water in the sunlight, because since things began to appear on my picture, I took pictures more often to see what would appear. And so the Lord led me to take a picture of my cup of water in the sunlight. And it's one of those plastic cups that I got from the store. And he appeared, and you can see his beard and his hair in a star. It could be a wheel, it could be a star. It looks like a record. It reminds me of a coil that you cook on the stove, the coil of creation. I come in the name of Jesus. You know, I can't tell nobody what to believe, and I'm not trying to force you to believe what I believe, but I come in the name of Jesus. I'm a witness in the name of Jesus. Many people along the way have these different beliefs. They say God is a woman. He appeared to me as a man. I believe man is the head. And I go by what the Bible say. I don't go by what somebody came along and told me. I believe God is a man. I believe man is the head. I believe man was here first. This is another picture. It's like a angel that appeared when I was taking a selfie. And I didn't do anything to cause this to happen. I'm a sinner. I make mistakes, though I'm trying to live my life better for God. I still make mistakes. At times I still sin. So I'm not trying to act like I'm this holy divine person. I have flaws just like everybody else. I drink sometime, I smoke sometime, and I use profanity sometime. You know, I'm still trying to get over some of my weaknesses, but I bear witness to this. I bear witness to this, that the spiritual realm is real. And I know firsthand about warfare. I know firsthand about people rising against you for no reason. And I just want to say to anybody who's experiencing that to be encouraged. If God has given you something to bear witness to, say it. The time is now. You can't wait on tomorrow, because tomorrow's not promised. Next week's not promised. You can't wait for people to receive you, because people may not receive your testimony. You have to speak it when God put it on your heart. So I make a lot of videos because I don't know when God is going to call me home or call me away from this world. So I have to speak now. It's an angel. You can see the wing. It appeared. All these pictures are a surprise. I never take it for granted. I don't think it's anything I've done special. I believe God allowed this to happen to bear witness so others will believe, because we living in a time where people don't believe in the word anymore. They don't believe God is real anymore. Everybody got these different theories on things. I bear witness that the spiritual realm is real, and I will be doing other videos about it. Like, subscribe, share. Most of all, I hope that you're inspired. And again, it's not to brag or boast. We all have spiritual gifts. He could have chose any one of us. He has chose many of us to bear witness to things. This is because things are changing in the world. And if you notice, there's a lot more storms. There's a lot more trouble. Violence is more than it has ever been in the world. People are hating each other for nothing, you know, killing each other for nothing. The land is dry and parched. Even parts of the world that's frozen, like the Arctic, is starting to melt. These are all signs of the times. Be encouraged.